Hey, what's going on, people? It's your Brian Buddy coming at you again. Talking about this morning, we're gonna talk about some scales. Gonna talk about them scales of life. Uh, you know, I would talk with me and my partner. Were talking about it. We're gonna she asked me a question about it. You know, if you want to, you can.
Yeah, I want you to I want you to explain it again. I want you to explain to me about the scales because it made a lot of sense, and I think people out there it'll make sense to them too.
You think so?
Huh?
You think so?
I do. Yeah.
Uh, you're talking, the scale. Everybody done heard about the scales of life, right?
Yeah.
You got the evil side and you got the good side. Everybody trying to find a balance, trying to balance good and evil out, and not realize there will never ever be a balance between good and evil. Never ever. It was never made to be that way. This world been trying to do the impossible with the wrong kind of ingredients. Because this world trying to balance out evil with good, calling themselves good. The scale look like this. This side is evil. It's full of dirt. Nothing but dirt. You got people taking dirt out off of this side, put it in their pockets, and walking over here calling themselves good, trying to balance out the scales of life with dirt in their pockets. You understand what I'm saying? That's all the people that's running around trying to act clean, act like they don't come from the dirty side of the pile, dirty side of the scale. You know what I mean? They out here doing all sorts of evil acts and trying to call it good, and they walk over here to the good side of the scale with all this dirt in their pockets, trying to balance the scale out, and nobody can understand why the scale never moves. You're trying to balance dirt out with dirt. This part over here is full of dirt. This west, that's why all the evil. We live in that in the evil side of the scale. Everybody walking around trying to balance it out, and only way it will ever balance out is if you got like things. If everybody was treating each other like they were supposed to, the scales of life would balance out. Because you got an equal amount of good on either side, and each side it's all good. You ain't got no dirt on either side of it. Nobody's thinking anything dirty on either side of it. Nobody has to go to a dirt pile to keep it balanced. That's what the world don't seem to understand. They keep trying to balance it with dirt. Well, if I do this much dirt over here, they think because it's just sand. Well, it's just red clay. Well, it's just topsoil. It's dirt still. You're doing dirt. You don't play in dirt and try to come to the clean side and try to balance yourself out good. It's like going waddling in a red mud puddle with a white suit on, then go sit up on the front pew in church and act like you ain't did nothing. Cause you got money in your pocket. It don't make you good. You trying to balance out something that God ain't gonna have with something that you don't even know God wants. You understand what I'm saying? Because you ain't seeking out God. You're seeking out your own idea of good by grabbing dirt off of the evil side, trying to balance it out. It never works out that way. It was never meant to work that way. And until people realize that we are in the dirty side of the scale, this whole entire planet is dirty. There's not one here righteous, so I don't know why everybody keep running around acting like they so good. They better than the rest. All of us on the same side of the scale. You know what I mean? Find something here that wasn't made from dirt. We come from dirt.
Yes,
All of us are made from dirt, and we keep trying to balance this dirt out and call it good. When it's not the dirt we should be balancing, it's all behaviors. If we get all behaviors on the right scale, then everything will balance out. We forget about the behaviors because we're too busy worrying about how much dirt we're going to transfer, how far we're going to move the scale with the dirt we think we sneaking around weird in our pocket. Guess what? You can't sneak around with dirt in your pocket because one thing about dirt, it makes when you pat it, you can see it. So, you're walking around like you clean, you can see the dirt in you. You can see the dirt on you, and people seem want to walk around like they pure white souls, got on white suits all the time, and you can see the dirt. And I'm like, why? You know, that ain't but one way it's gonna be balanced out, and that's if everybody get treated the same on equal side. That's how you equal something out. Equal. You know, you don't have equal. You can't have equal portions of dirt and equal portions of good and think it's gonna average out. No, cause that is good don't want to fool with dirt. You know what I mean? Dirt. Well, I don't know why dirt wants to be on the scale in the first place. You know, and everybody seems now to be supporting the dirt because it's so easy to put some of it in your pocket. Very easy to get some of it on you, and everybody keeps trying to balance it out just cause it's so easy to get some of it on you. You not realizing it's not what you're supposed to be trying to balance out. You know. That answer?
Yes, it does. I think so. Makes sense.
Well, I'm telling two people get ready to understand that and take in the full knowledge of it, then this place gonna stay unbalanced. And everybody claiming to be looking for God. You know,
and nobody's reading the Bible to see what it actually says.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody know what the Bible says. They just go by what they done heard somebody else, and then they interpret it. They interpret it the way they want to.
You might want to read it for yourself.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff in there that people are doing. That they're not supposed to, you know.
You know what? People don't even realize. Okay, when Jesus came down here, Jesus said he didn't come to condemn the law of Moses. That means he didn't come down here to tell you that to stop doing what's in the Old Testament. You know, the laws in the Old Testament still go today. Jesus didn't come down here and make no new commandments. The old commandments still go. And all the old laws that was in the beginning still go. The laws of God. You know, the only thing is the sacrificing of animals is the only thing. You know, you still ain't supposed to be drinking blood.
Eating flesh.
You still ain't supposed to be doing these things that they said. Jesus didn't come down here to condemn that. He's like, you still ain't supposed to be drinking blood. Jesus come down here to show you that what everything that was already done, he can follow it to a T, and you should be able to do so. You should be able to do so too. You didn't see Jesus running around with cups of blood, did you? You didn't see Jesus sleeping with the hoe. You didn't see Jesus doing none of the stuff that everybody thinks is okay now. Yeah. Mary Magdalene, they were fitting to stone her. So stoning was still a thing. They were fitting to stone her. The only thing saved her was Jesus. Hey, wait a minute. I ain't telling you not to stone her, cause he wasn't condemning that they was fitting to stone her. Because hey, if you're a hoe now, you know. But hang on a minute. Let me show you something. If ain't now one of y'all ever thought about sleeping with this girl, or they ain't never slept with her, or some of you probably just come out of the house, you know, and trying to keep her from telling on you. I hear Thorne say, if you gonna stone her, make sure ain't now one of y'all hypocrites. Ain't gonna walk away from here wishing that you could have got with her, you know. All these things have to come into play before you throw a rock. And couldn't now one of them throw that. Yeah? If Jesus were to come down here today and say that same thing, people still pick up rocks and throw them at him because they think they ain't did no wrong. And then half of them will be whole. And the other half would be the dudes that was trying to keep everybody else from finding out they done been with her. You know what I mean? Jesus would have to get gone too, because he probably get hit. You know what I mean? For sitting up there defending them. Because that's the way this world done come to. But everybody that was throwing rocks will claim they looking for that same Jesus that was explaining to them. They throwing rocks at it. Yeah. But you can't get this world to see. So it'd be like, you know, what's the point of talking to a bunch of bricks when ain't now one of them got an ear? Huh? You can't build with a bunch of bricks that won't stay where they supposed to be. You can't deal with a bunch of bricks. You can't stack bricks that won't stay stacked, you know?
No.
Bricks that want to stack themselves, let them stack themselves and just watch the mess that they make. Those that want to be in order will listen to the builder and be placed where you're supposed to be and stop trying to scale yourself out and call yourself something that you ain't. You know? There ain't but one true judge that know how to scale out everything. And that's the one that's gonna do the scale. So all this appearance of good, all this fake breaking of what's good, hey, the scale gonna tell it, baby. You know? All the Lord got to do is pop the bottom of the scale over here where everybody call themselves doing so good. Well, you see it'll be a dust cloud over there with all that dirt in their pocket. All of them over there calling themselves good. Well, look at me, God. Look at me, God. Look what I did. Look what I did. Yeah, well, you go take get that dirt out your pocket first, then come back over and show me what you did. You wouldn't have nothing to bring back. You couldn't even come back. You know what I mean? Like I said, hey, that's the way that go. Hey, you better make sure you know how you balance the scale before you go to talking about how good you is and balancing them out. I tell anybody, hey, bro, I can't balance out nothing because I'm dirty myself. I'm still in the shower. You know, and I ain't coming out the shower until the good Lord say I'm clean. So I got a bunch of dirt I got to wipe out of my pockets. You know. You know, if you stand at the bottom of my foot and look at the top of the, if I was sitting up in the air and all the dirt was coming out of me, I look like a chocolate milkshake coming out the sky. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the shower until I'm rinsed clean.
I know that's right.
You know, because I'm tired of trying to balance out good with all this dirt that people say you supposed to have in your pocket. And I said that's why I don't stand in the shower. If you don't see me because I'm too busy getting clean, you might want to find you a shower too. Yeah. And with that right there, your blind buddy gonna see you another day. I hope.